Griffin, you've dreamt of this day. You've plotted, you've schemed. Your whole life. This is what you've been building towards. It's finally here. You, Griffin McElroy, are the vice president of the planet Earth.
Me and Claire have done some despicable things to get to this point, but I had a erotic relationship with a young journalist, a young impressionable journalist. That was me pounding on the table because this is a House of Cards goof.
Yeah, no, I get you. I followed. This is Citizens of Earth. This is a video game that just came out. We closed the curtains. Let's not do that.
Yeah, that was not good for video. Which one am I? I'm guessing the besuited gentleman?
Yeah, so you play as the vice president, who is the leader here in the suit, who I have taken the privilege of naming Griffin McElroy.
Pretty close.
It couldn't quite fit the full name with the character limit.
If you misspelled my name, that's fine. You can just admit it.
We got your brother here, Justin McElroy. He gets his full name.
Yeah, I guess you get that extra character.
We've got your mother, Chris Grant.
And that is a perfect likeness, I would say.
Yeah.
He's a very squat individual. He's knee-high to a frog.
And the big poof of red hair, he's got that.
He has any hair, and he's 3 apples tall.
Yep. This is a really cool game. This is an RPG.
And it's Atlas published, right?
Atlas published it. I think it's an indie studio named Eden Industries who developed it.
Check it out, Ma.
Oh, here we go.
Public, here to congratulate me on my meteoric rise to power.
Actually,
We've got protesters here. Yeah.
too happy.
What did I do other than despicable
Nonsense.
things
That's
and having an erotic
idiocy.
relationship with an impressionable journalist?
Exactly why I got into politics.
I think that's
in
it.
the
I think
first
that's the
place.
thing.
Well, I kept that pretty secret, so...
So glad you're home, Mr. VP.
I love the idea.
It's nice to relax after an election.
So this is like obviously a humorous game to begin with. There's lots of little jokes, little gags here and there. But I love the idea just that anybody cares enough about the vice president specifically.
Yeah, can I? Why aren't you playing as the president?
That's a fair question. I don't know yet. I haven't played enough of the game. I haven't met the president yet. Let's just skip this.
Yeah. Hold the phone. Is this guy about to attack the vice president of the United States of Earth?
Yes, but the good news is, so here's one of the funny things. You're playing the vice president. Vice president doesn't do his own battling.
Okay.
It's whichever followers you've recruited, they battle for you. And all the fighting is done with like really weird things like, so instead of any sort of regular attack, I have lecture, which is going to hurt the enemy and do defense down. And then I've got encourage, so mom can give a hug to somebody, and that's gonna give them a little bit of HP.
You've basically just completely described Chris Grant's 2 like managerial techniques.
I know, right? It's weird. It's uncanny. Then Justin here has got a few more. He's got wrestle, beat down. We've got doggy pile. You can see these little energy bars under their names, or these little balls. You have certain moves like wrestle or beat down are gonna fill those up, and then doggy pile is gonna take 2 of them away. So you have to kind of go back and forth between filling them and taking them away.
Okay.
So let's doggy pile this protester.
I've got your back, bro.
There you go.
Wow, that was not a very difficult fight.
Wow, it's the first fight in the game. And he gave us a donut piece. That's great.
Don't eat that. You don't know where that's been.
Well, we want it to be a full donut before we eat it. So then you're gonna run into lots of people like this who have a little thing over their head.
Mr. Vice President, do you have time for
He's
an
a
interview?
young impressionable
What's on your mind,
journalist.
sir?
Oh, don't do
How's
anything
it feel to be home now that you've won
untoward.
the election, sir?
It was a hard election.
Is this somebody that you can recruit to your team? I'm
Yes.
assuming that you can amass quite an army since the game is called Citizens of
That
Earth.
always look
Yeah, virtually every character, every NPC run into in the game can be recruited. Skip all this. She gave us. Oh my god, I don't want to do that.
What have you done?
Mr. Vice President, What's on your mind, sir?
So she gave us a side quest there.
That sounds right up my alley.
And we try to recruit
I have
her.
a couple stories I'm tracking down first, though. I need to get some pictures of a local man's
She's
car
basically
that
going to
ran
say,
over
I
an
need you to
exit.
get these pictures for me, and then I'll join you.
Okay.
So, you see all these? This is all people
Those
you
are
can
all
recruit.
characters.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're only
You
going to
can't
have...
use them. You can't use all of them at the same time in a fight, though.
You're only going to have 3 people fighting for you at once.
Okay.
But then the nice thing is you can jump in this menu and swap them out anytime you want. And because there's so many, and because they have such weird, interesting moves, I'm finding, like, the deeper I get into the game, a big part of the fun for me is just finding different combinations. So, like, Mom works really well with the conspiracy theorist, for example.
I don't know why that makes sense.
I mean... I have a couple speaking of the conspiracy theorist, here he is.
Hey, come here.
I like this guy a lot. I also like the look. I like the character art
Yeah,
here.
you.
What can I do for you, taxpayer?
I don't pay taxes. I also don't drink the coffee. Neither should you.
Taxes and coffee are 2 of my favorite things.
Great. Yep.
They contaminated the coffee. Can't you taste it?
That guy's on some
Fine.
real shit,
Don't
though.
believe me? Your funeral, pal.
Phil, have I ever talked to you about chemtrails?
They contaminated the coffee. It's so
You haven't.
dramatic. Bold.
That's not true. I know I've talked to you about chemtrails. I talked to everybody about chemtrails. They're little chemicals in the sky, and they're controlling all of us.
Is that something we should be concerned about?
Have I talked to you about the Silurians lately? The lizard people?
Oh, the
And
lizard people.
Mine was
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar. So there's something going on with the coffee here.
This protest.
If we talk to these people, we'll find out that like they're
You look like a man
disturbingly
who knows where to get
addicted to the
it.
coffee.
Is there like heroin in it?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out.
I mean, I'm assuming you've played this bit. Just tell me.
That would be a dark turn. Whoa,
Hey, Pipsqueak, why don't
he's a
you watch where I'm
bodybuilder.
going?
I don't know why.
Do you have any idea who I am? You
I gotta
can't
say,
talk to
nobody
the vice
seems to
president
really
of the world
give a
like
shit about the fact that you are the second most powerful person in the free
Sounds
world.
like a made-up pageant to me.
Is the vice president the second most powerful?
It's called an election. I won,
Mm.
so you have to do what I say.
Kind of, I
huh?
guess.
You entered some contest and won, and you think you're better than me. You're just lucky
Let's just
I
skip
didn't.
this.
Yep.
Great. So let's explore. Let's see what's going on in this town. Oh no.
Oh, so fights are actually on the map.
Yes. And if they hit you, you get ambushed. If you hit them, you don't get ambushed, basically. So this is a coffee ground that grew legs and walked off. A Java bean. Let's see if we can get rid of him.
Why me?
So what we actually, the continuation of that coffee story is, conspiracy theorist says, you go look for evidence, I'm gonna go to the police station. He gets arrested because the cops are like, this guy is messed up.
Knows too much. Knows the truth
Yeah.
about the chemtrails.
So we need to go find these coffee beans around town and defeat them to collect evidence. This is a weird game.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick up on that.
All the exits around town are blocked off because of the protesters.
You're the goddamn vice president.
I know, it's funny.
Let me through.
You talk to them and they kind of, even the cops don't care. They're just like, whatever. No one gets through.
Here we go.
But that's kind of like the game's way of closing off areas. So as you progress, those exits open up and you're able to go and explore different areas.
Never doubted you for a second.
Mother knows best.
So here's another interesting thing is as you level up, the other people in your party give you boosts to different areas.
Oh, okay.
So who you're teamed up with is going to determine what things you get boosted more. So because Chris Grant is with Justin McElroy, he gets an extra boost to HP when he levels up.
That's a really cool idea.
It's cool, right? So it seems like it's very much like if there's someone who you're like, this person has really low attack, let's say, I'm gonna put them with this person to level up some so that their attack goes up.
Does the game run into the problem that I call the Chrono Cross problem, where you have a billion characters and you feel guilty all the time because you're not leveling all of them up?
So the way that I avoid that is I level everyone up equally all the time.
You're a madman.
I actually haven't gotten deep enough. Where I am on my main save on this, I'm playing on the PS4. This is on the PC. My main save is on the PS4, and I'm probably about, let's say 6 to 8 hours in. So I've got about, I've amassed a crew of maybe a dozen people. I'm not feeling too bad about it yet.
It just seems like that's like an RPG thing where you got to focus your efforts on some people if you really want, you really want it to be tough.
One way that they get around that's really interesting, and I don't think we'll quite get there in this video, so I'll just talk about it, is one of the first areas you open up is the school. And if you go to school, you can straight up put people in class.
Okay.
And anybody who's in your party, who's in class, or in your crew here, you can't fight with them while they're in class, so it takes them out for a certain amount of time. Usually I think it's like 15 minutes minimum, up to like 3 hours, depending on how much class you want to give them. But then you go recruit them back when they're done, and they get experience based off of how long they were in class for.
That's an interesting idea. I mean, that's kind of the, I guess, like Pokemon daycare system a little bit.
Yeah, so it helps ensure that you don't have to feel quite as bad, because you'll at least be leveling them up, right?
Yeah.
Let's go give the police this evidence.
Hello. What's your business? Do you have something to report?
Officer, I brought you some evidence. There really is something strange going on.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'd like to invoke the ancient art of the vice presidential
Great.
pardon.
Perfect.
I'll tell you what. If I release him into your custody, do you swear he won't harass my town anymore?
You know,
We're gonna
I
make
ran
that
on
promise,
a
even though we can't guarantee that.
I knew you could be trusted.
Nice. Do you get to name him? I
Yeah.
didn't know that the vice president had that ability to just change people's names.
Who should be our conspiracy guy?
But,
Hold on.
Fart Man.
Oh!
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. What's the...
Oh, man. Oh, God. This is the funniest video that I think we've ever done.
I mean, it was going okay, but not great until the butt fart man, and now it's like...
It's actually
Wow.
Butte Fjartman. Butte Fjartman. He's Danish.
Let's get this person.
Capitalism at its finest.
Day vision goggles. Oh, so that's another interesting thing to bring up. Each character has items that you can get, and you can only have one equipped at a time.
Okay. But they're specifically for that character?
Yeah, they're all specifically for that character. But, so in this case...
Oh, that's funny.
This is a really good one. It increases his attack and SP attack by double, but permanently confused, which means, sometimes he's not going to listen to you, he's going to attack your own party members. Unfortunately, that's really annoying, so I'm just not going to equip it.
Yeah.
I think...
Do you actually get any, like, dope vice presidential powers as you play? Does the vice president himself have any kind of progression? Or...
As far as I can tell, the vice president doesn't, but each actual character has a talent. So in the case of, like, your brother,
I'll place an order with fed-ups.
he can place orders. So you can say, like, oh, I'm running low on healing items, I'm in the middle of this wilderness area, I'm not going to go back to town. You place this order, and it's basically going to say, like, okay, in 15 minutes, you're going to get that delivered to you.
Oh, okay.
And then you don't have to worry about going back to town to stock up.
If you need anything, let me know.
You've got... I don't remember... Oh, yeah, Mom's just the tutorial. The conspiracy guy has your bestiary, basically. There's a lot of guys in here. There's other ones, like, you get a school mascot. The school mascot can change the game's difficulty.
Okay.
And depending on how much you modify the difficulty, if you make it easier, you get less experience points. If you make it harder, you get more. So there's definitely, yeah, there's cool stuff that way. I'm gonna skip this. But we can go do the first boss fight now.
Yeah, I desperately want to see that.
What is...
Are you gonna fight that
Let's check. What can
farmer
I do you
woman?
She wants us to come by the grasslands. The baker basically tells us he'll join us as soon as we get rid of the protesters.
So you have to fight every protester?
No, you just need to, this first boss, once you defeat this boss, the protesters go away. So we're gonna go do that.
Why don't you, like, listen to what the protesters are saying for once?
Come on, fight fair.
I don't think they have anything that I want to hear.
Ah. You're part of the bourgeoisie now, Phil. Or I guess I am, since you're playing as me.
Yeah.
I've got your back, bro.
And that's the main thing, the main reason I wanted to name our character as such is I'd like to give you a bad name.
Oh, cool. Well,
Another victory
you're
for
getting
the
there.
VP.
Chris Grant's looking a little rough there.
Yeah, you may want to give him a donut or something. I'm getting a real strong Earthbound vibe.
Yeah, this is absolutely like... I think they've been very upfront about the fact that they're like, we like Earthbound, so we decided to make a game like that because no one else does.
It's true.
Don't forget to protect.
So this is the opposition leader. This is the guy who is running opposite us.
And you're just beating the shit out of him now?
I get the impression that he's gonna be a well, it's a democracy, man. Come on, keep up. Try and keep up. I get the impression he's gonna be a recurring boss character. That he's gonna be coming back.
So just kill him now, and you don't have to worry about it.
We need to finish him off if we can. Just really, literally bury him. Let's do beatdown. Oh yeah, we have disclosure that reveals stats. So if we want to try and get like a weakness for characters,
Why me?
the further that you get into the game, you get more and more characters and more attacks that are sort of Pokemon style. Like you have this probe attack. This is an electric attack. You get fire attacks. You get poison attacks. That kind of stuff. And you start getting characters. So you're like, oh, this character is clearly weak to fire or weak to ice or whatever. So they keep building on the RPG systems in ways that are that completely make sense. But
what is this out on?
Well done.
I believe this. Excuse me, sorry. It's PC, PS4, and Xbox One, I believe. Butt Fartman boosts.
Why did you name him that?
I knew I could do it.
Excuse me?
It's very childish. We're trying to create a mature product here.
Closer to the truth.
Do you think the developers are going to watch this and they're going to really appreciate our sense of humor?
I certainly would not.
As your elected leader and an honest citizen who hasn't had his coffee yet, I hereby disband this protest thing.
That's a thing vice presidents can do, is my understanding.
Fine, I'm leaving. But you haven't heard the last of me.
Yeah. So he's going to be back.
It looks like Citizens of Earth is also coming to Vita, Wii U, and 3DS.
Yes.
Is it just...
That all sounds right. I think it might be out on those as well.
Cool.
I forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this seems like a pretty good, like, portable.
I don't know if it has any cross-save functionality, but that would be really nice.
Yeah.
Let's recruit our baker here. Oh, whoops.
Come back. Phil, come in. Huh? Oh, you actually give us harassing. Let me convince you. Hope you've got an appetite.
I'll let you take the lead on this one.
I have got.
Let's try to be a little bit more erudite, though.
Yeah.
Then, oh god, I already know it. I should have known all along.
Oh no.
Uh oh.
I screwed up.
terrific. Are they related? I guess not. Their last names are different. That's weird though. That like there aren't like that many characters in the game that it's not weird that there's a butt fart man and a fart butt man in the same like group. Like if I met like a Griffin Roy, I would be like freaked out.
You'd be creeped out by that?
Yeah. Or a Cole Fillerman. That would be weird.
So here's like the difficulty system. So, and as you do this, you'll get different bonuses and penalties. You can eventually those spots that have little houses in front of them. As you level up this character, he'll go up in rank, and you'll be able to increase the difficulty or lower the difficulty even more.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you're having trouble, you can always just drop it a bunch. And you can do that anytime you want once he's on your team, so you can even do it just for specific bosses, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is Citizens of Earth. I don't think there's too much else to show. Obviously, right now this is mostly just the town, but as you progress in the game, you open up a lot of new areas. So like right now, we've got this Mount Pom Pom is now open, and you find more and more areas as you go. But it seems really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna bring out the completionist in me.
Yeah, you definitely, like, I definitely have that sense of, like, I've gone and talked to everyone in town, and I'm, like, have the quest to recruit every character, and I'm like, I want to recruit all of them. This is a telephone.
Oh!
Do you get it?
I do. I can't believe that we've named these characters these things. I feel genuinely bad about it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Fart Butt Man signing off for Butt Fart Man.
I'm not the other guy though.
You're Butt Fart Man.
Oh God.
Play your part, please.
You already have a character named Griffin McElroy, and that's my name.
No, your name is not Griffin McElroy. It's Griffin McElroy.
Keep it up.
This is clearly a very different character. Thanks for watching, everybody. Citizens of Earth is out now. It's pretty cool. Go check it out.